This right here, girl, is an ad. I'm gonna need you to get you some of this Just Move Energy supplement so you can have the energy to get your workouts done like I need to get mine done, girl. It is sometimes a struggle and you need a little extra. Plus the protein shakes. I don't have an appetite a lot of the time. Protein shakes really help me after the workout because I do not want to be on the massage table with my stomach growling because that's where I'm going after this, okay? So I get my protein shake done before, boom, I got both of them. I'm ready, okay? I'm getting old. My knees is a problem. Do you see me warming it up? Do you see me trying to stretch it out? That's 35 pounds. I'm squatting 35 pounds. I'm proud. You can get those gloves and other workout gear from TeamLASHAE.com. The link is down below in the description box, girl. Yes. Girl, I have to give it to myself. You look good, girl. You look good. Juvie. I just had to put him in here because he's cute. I'm on my way to the spa, girl. Piece of serenity. My homegirl does not want to be seen, but she does the best massages. I go to her at least once a week for this muscle situation, girl. And she also gave me this massage cream with CBD in it that really helps with my aches and my pain. So get you some. All of this. Get you some. 15% off with my Relax Me Bondy code. Okay, girl? Get it. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What's up, y'all? Hey, everybody. What's going on, girl? We're back for Ratchet Reality. We're getting these lives in today, honey. Okay, getting these lives in today, honey. If you missed it, I'm about to tell you what happened. Okay? Now, I already did Life After Lockup. Child, Deontay messaging me right now. I got to finish listening to his voice messages later. But he messaging me right now behind what I said on that review. And I also just finished Married to Medicine. Oh, girl. That boob sweat? No. Wait, I don't know. Anyway. I told y'all I can't stand like the big titty thing. Your titties are always sweating. Ugh. Anyway, y'all. Hi, everybody. What the fuck is that? This is why I gotta have incense going. Keeps the flies. Okay, keeps the gnats. Hi, everybody. To tell you were right. Just to further explain things that were going on behind the scenes. He likes to, come and explain to me what was going on behind the scenes. So he know, so I know what was going on, which I appreciate because I'm nosy like that. So I be liking, I don't tell y'all half the shit that people be telling me because I ain't messy like that. Okay. I just like to know shit. Okay. And then, I put it in my commentary in one way or another for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you man. But anyway, we back for Black Ink Crew, Loving Hip Hop Miami, Loving Hip Hop Atlanta, Ratchet Reality. That's what we're here for. Make sure you like the video, girl. Drama is too much into her pain to have a good relationship. You mean Drea? Oh, see, we don't have to talk. All right, so let me go ahead and go to the Black Ink Crew Chicago notes and we can go ahead and get into this. Okay, so Don at 4. Let's start there and then we'll end with Drea. Okay, hold up, you know what? Let's start here. Okay. So this episode, Ryan talks to Kit about how people have been coming in late and not coming to work. He wants the shop to be top tier, but he out here paying bills for people and they not showing up to work. So he feeling away. Maybe it's time for us to make this completely business and stop all this family and friend shit that you got going on. That's what his mama told him last time we saw them. Okay. And Kit asked, when is he going to enforce the rules that, he has in place for when people are coming in late and not coming in on the days they're supposed to? He also talked about how Drea and Prince weren't there. And she says, well, Drea went to go see her dad in New York. And he was like, I didn't even know she had a daddy. Like, basically, Drea did not explain to Ryan about what was going to take place. So you just up and disappear from your job. Is that the way it's supposed to seem? Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. Ryan, Ryan, hey love, how are you? I know you probably working out and eating green juice, and I know you probably won't hear what I say. But I think you know that people, I don't believe nothing you saying. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't believe nothing you saying. I think this portion of the episode is bullshit. I don't think he's actually having an issue in his shop. I don't. But if we gonna act like it's real, then we gonna have to understand that nobody becomes a tattoo artist so that they can punch your time clock. Nobody wants to become a LLC or a business on their own, just paying you booth rental so that they can punch your time clock. Unless you have those people working in your shop as tattoo artists working for you. Because if that's the case, then we're having a different conversation. And then it makes no sense for you not to be firing people, docking pay, and doing whatever you have to do to make sure that people aren't just leaving booths empty when you're paying them to be there. So I don't know what's going on here, but we need to figure it out because it don't make sense, which makes me feel like it's fake. And it makes me feel like because Ryan doesn't want to actually share anything that's really going on in his life anymore, he's very like spiteful. So if the show did anything to piss him off, if the producers have done anything to piss him off, then Ryan is going to find a way to still be on this show without actually giving you any real story. So I just feel like this portion of it is bullshit. Okay. Won't you and Kit fuck so we can have something to watch? Okay. And that's no disrespect to Kit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it like, like that. I'm saying it like, girl, you like him. He know he like you. Y'all both pretty. We want to see it. Drea went to NYC, left Kitty there. So now Kitty is just an apprentice for the shop. Yeah, duh. Okay. So let's go back. Okay, we're gonna go back to the top. And then we're gonna come back. Okay, because this is where the Prince and the Drea thing start to happen. So I want to break off and I'm gonna come back to that. Okay. So let's go all the way back up to the top of my notes. Don in 4. I feel like I was right. I feel like as much as Don wants to act as if he's grown so much, he's really just found a better way to communicate that somebody else is to blame for his issues. That's what it feels like. Don and Ford talk about how Ashley makes him feel like he's not doing enough. He's not doing anything right based off their last argument. Now, if you may recall their last argument, they got into it because she wants to get into the medical field and she wants to feel supported. And he's asking her for, a blueprint on how she's going to make this happen, as if she has to prove something to him in order for him to support her. And she feels like, I've never made you have to prove anything to me. I've just supported you. And then you do what you do. So don't come to me like you my daddy and I have to, give you a checklist of things in order for me to be able to do this. Just support that I said this is what I'm doing. That's what I think it seems like. I also feel like Don's understanding of he and Ashley's relationship is very skewed because he is very like selfish. You're selfish. So you only view things from your viewpoint. The fact that you think that everything Ashley does is just for the kids is crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I feel like we may not see the inner workings of their relationship like that, but I feel like Ashley has done what most women do. She's made you her center focus. So just because she ain't popping pussy the way you like, but she stayed with you after the video of you getting your dick sucked came out online after y'all were already married, the baby mama drama with the other woman, the jumping all over the place and what you wanted to do with your career, as long as you were making money, she was fine. You cheated on her multiple times. You are very selfish because you expect her to be responsible for you guys' kids while you go out and live out your dreams. And now that she's asking you for the little bit of support that she gives you without any, questioning of whether she knows what she's doing or not. You also do that a lot. I noticed that. I feel like he wants to feel like Ashley is beneath him. You mentioning that she isn't in therapy, even though you are, was a way to make it seem as if she's less capable of resolving the issue. She's more a part of the problem than the solution because she's not in therapy the way you are, right? And she, you can't never make her happy, right? Even though we haven't heard anything about Ashley cheating. We haven't heard anything about Ashley at all. Anytime we see Ashley, Ashley is supporting Don at all his events. Okay. And yeah, she might have some shit going on and Don is there to support her. That's to be expected. But for the most part, it seems as if Ashley makes Don and their family the center of her life to the point that she doesn't even know who she is all the way. And he has all of this space to figure out, to go to therapy. He has the space to figure out what the career is going to be, to work on acting. He has the space to do the workout thing and then try to open a gym and be like, you don't even realize just the fact that you've been able to do all of the things you've been doing shows that a lot of what Ashley does is for you, because it makes it so that you can even do those things. Like, and I think you don't get it because as a man, you don't think about your life as Ashley. You think about your life as you without Ashley. So if you weren't with Ashley, Ashley would still be primarily responsible for the children. That's how you think about it. So you don't feel like, it's actually that much of a sacrifice for her to have to do the things that she does. Because regardless, the kids would be on her, right? You're not thinking about if Ashley was doing all of the shit that you're doing and you had to be at home with the kids all the time, making sure that the household was okay while your partner got to go out there and live out their dreams and get all this gratification from something they're doing. It's not that it's a bad thing that you figured your shit out. It's just fucked up that you don't realize how much Ashley sacrifices of her own life so that she can be what you need her to be, so that you can go out and do all those things. You don't even see it. You called her a bad wife this episode. And the fact that she stayed married to you after the dick sucking video, I just can't even fathom you vocalizing that she's a bad wife to her. I feel like, how about, and then the fact that she said, I would never call him a bad husband. And I understood exactly what she meant when she said it, meaning, nigga, you probably aren't a good husband. You probably aren't that good of a husband, but she would never say that shit to you because she would never want to hurt you like that. Even if it was true, she would protect your feelings. Even if you are a fucked up husband, like we see that you are, you cheat, you're now on national television telling her that everything she does is for the kids, as if what she does for your children is not an extension of being there for you, because you don't have to worry about your children's well-being. If you're a good father, that means that you would care about your children's well-being, and somebody being able to relinquish their trust to another person so that they don't have to worry about their child. If you don't understand how much of a blessing that is, for you to be able to not think about where your children are because they're with Ashley. Ashley does not have that luxury. Ashley doesn't, I bet you any fucking money, Ashley doesn't have the luxury of not worrying about where her children are. She can't just give the children over to you and go to California and do whatever the fuck she wants to do for a week or two and then come back without having to really worry about how are the kids doing? Are they doing, are they doing their homework? Are they getting what they, because her life is those children. And it probably wouldn't be like that if she weren't with you. I'm just saying, like, her life would probably be a little bit different if she were with somebody that wasn't on a reality show, that wasn't trying to act, that didn't have a career that takes them away from the home. If she was just with a regular guy that worked a regular 9 to 5, Ashley would still be getting taken care of and probably would have more time to focus on what she wanted to do for herself and her own career, because the husband would be home at some point during the day to take the load off of her. Ashley went from fighting you all the time to now, every time we see Ashley is, Ashley has changed her whole shit compared to how we saw her when she first came on this show. So for Don to make it seem like she hasn't grown as a person, I'm just like, how can you say that when we've literally seen Ashley change over the years? Like we see Ashley in these confessionals, and Ashley is always kind of like, carried herself like a certain way, right? When she's talking and everything. But Ashley, even in y'all scenes, has definitely tried to bring it on down, which tells me in real life, the argument about her attitude, the argument about how she expresses herself means to me, I think that Ashley absolutely made some of those changes for Don, and Don doesn't even notice them. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, as I'm watching it, I'm just kind of like, nah, I really feel like Ashley has changed a lot, like, over the years. And you're not even giving her credit for it by throwing out there that she hasn't went to therapy like you have. And then she had to sit there in that therapy session with you because they went to therapy, and he told her she was a bad wife, basically. And the therapist even had to say, okay, so do you understand what you're saying to her right now? She was upset about the fact that he had never expressed any of that to her alone. He waited until they got to therapy to basically talk to her about how if she wasn't going to do what he wanted her to do, then they needed to separate. That was basically what he was saying. Nigga talking in circles and shit. But they basically saying, if you're not going to be what I need you to be, then I don't want to be with you. But I'm going to tell you something. Don is the type of man that is always going to be thinking about the fact that it's not going to take long for Ashley to replace him. Ashley, thick, cute, fine, and already has a social media presence. So it's only going to take a little bit of time for another dude to come and snatch up Ashley and have somebody, with the stepdaddy on your kids. So I feel like Don probably really don't want to be with Ashley anymore. Not because she's not a good woman, but because he's not there anymore. Sometimes people outgrow each other. Sometimes it doesn't, the relationship just doesn't work anymore. It just, you kind of grow and you're different now. And it's not suitable anymore. Whatever was keeping you there before, that feeling is no longer there, or the feeling has dwindled down. So you don't know how to say, I don't want to be here anymore without making somebody out to be the bad guy. And it can't be you. So you got to make it seem like Ashley is the bad guy in this situation, because you don't want to just say, I fell out of love with you, or I just don't want to be with you, or I feel like I've grown away from you and I feel like I need to go out and venture and do something else. Like, I feel like he probably really does feel that way, which is why all of this shit came out in front of the therapist. And Ashley was feeling like, nigga, I need you to say shit like that to me in private before you tell me on television that you feel like I'm a bad wife and you don't want to be with me. Like, that was fucked up to me. And it reinforced to me that I feel like his explanations about Whitney, his baby mama, are bullshit as well. You don't like to be the bad guy, Don. There are a lot of you niggas out there that do not like to be the bad guy, even when you're wrong. And what you don't understand is all you have to do is take some accountability. All you have to do is be a man and be the bad guy. It's okay. You can be the bad guy, especially if you're doing what you know is right, which is being honest. Be the bad guy, because you're gonna be the bad guy anyway. Even when you sitting up here bullshitting with how you feeling, so you can make Ashley out to be the bad guy, you still the bad guy. And honestly, I feel like Ashley wants to stay with him because she doesn't want anybody else to have him either. I think they're only still together because they don't want anybody else to have the other one. Don is still fine and beautiful, and hopefully has really good dick. So those are things that'll hold you, and vice versa. I'm sure Ashley's sex is really good for him. And, she takes care of the household and he doesn't want anybody replacing her. And the next bitch may not cook and clean as good as Ashley. Okay. The next bitch may not know what he needs and what he wants in the same way. So he would rather keep her. And probably when he travels and does work, he's fucking with other people, talking to other people. And Ashley might be doing the same thing in her phone, in the DMs, talking to whoever, talking her ear up so that she can, do whatever it is that they're doing, which is staying together when you really don't want to be together no more. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, girl, but that's what it felt like based off that therapy session. Ashley, remember, was quick to jump a gate, slap a bit type energy. She calmed all the way down. Yes. Ashley's eyes are empty and sad. They just aren't on the same page. She feels like he's outgrown her, and I hate that for her. Me too. Because I feel like, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to move on. Don, I don't think Ashley has the time to do the growing that you've done. The growing that Don feels like he's done comes when somebody has the time to be introspective. You have time to work on yourself. You have time to work on your body. You have time. And I feel like society makes the woman more responsible for the children. So her time is not the same, even though this is both man and wife, husband and wife in a house together with their children. Her responsibility with them is probably more than his. And so he has the space to do all of those things that has brought him to this growth. And it annoys me that you have not supplied what Ashley needs to work on herself. And now that she's asking that of you, you want to leave. Now that Ashley is saying, I need to feel supported and I want and what I want to do, now you want to leave. Now that it's going to require work on your part to be there for her the way she was there for you. So don't get mad and upset when she isn't, where you are when it comes to growth. By God, you have not given her the opportunity to do so. Okay. So, 4 also talked about how hard it was for him watching Nina leave with their kid, but knowing that her going to Atlanta where his mom is and him being in Dallas means that they're in, closer proximity. She's in a safer space. And now he can go to Dallas and not have to worry about her or his child being murdered in Chicago. Okay. What else did 4 say that annoyed me? I think the fact that 4 just agreed with Don's assessment of Ashley, I found to be, the signifier of bullshit. I cannot stand when men agree with each other, even though they know they're wrong, but they agree with each other because it's the pretense that if I agree with you when you're on bullshit, you have to agree with me when I'm on bullshit. It's the same thing Ray J, Diddy, Kanye, T.I., all of those niggas, when y'all see them online agreeing and caping for each other, even though the shit that they're saying, they know it's wrong. They know it's stupid. They know it's wrong. I was listening to Diddy on the radio this morning, and to watch him, hemming and hawing when talking about Kanye lets me know that you're trying to think of a way to rationalize something that you know is stupid, that you know is wrong, but you have to have his back. Because when you do something problematic, or when you start spouting some bullshit, or when you want to lie to be kept alive, you're going to be looking to those people to cape for you in one way or another. And to me, that's the thing that these niggas do. I know that Ashley supports you in everything you do. I know that she's been there and helped you do all of those things, but I'm gonna be like, yeah, Ashley doesn't appreciate him and she really doesn't see and all of that type of shit. You're gonna co-sign the bullshit because you want Don to co-sign you when you want some bullshit with Nina. Correct? Got it. Okay. So Drea and Prince go to New York to meet her dad. She goes to meet with the other family members, but only one girl showed up. I wasn't sure who she was, maybe a cousin or something like that. But she was really embarrassed that the family had flaked. She said she don't even really fool with them like that. Drea was really upset to find out that they knew about her the whole time. She says if her father doesn't show up in a couple of days, then she isn't going to give him another chance to disappoint her because the family has already disappointed her. Someone told her at her mother's funeral that they knew her father, and she had never heard any of that before. And she was really upset about the fact that that was brought to her in that moment. Like, leave me the fuck alone. That was the dad's sister, so that was her aunt. Okay. Oh, you think that was her sister? Okay, gotcha. So that was the dad's other daughter. So that's another sister that she found out she has. Got it. I was like, because they do look alike. Prince tells her be done when she's ready and for no other reason, meaning that don't give up on a relationship with your dad just because you're upset at them. Okay. So her and Prince go to see Black Ink Crew Brooklyn and they collaborate on a tattoo. Y'all, just seeing the people that were in the shop on Black Ink Crew Brooklyn, I was just like, this looks so whack. Like, the cast is whack to me. I'm sorry, y'all. It's no disrespect. But I like the cast on Chicago better than the cast on New York. Like, when I went over there, I was like, child, it feels fake. It just feels so fake. It feels like, nobody's really there but Spider. And he may not even really be there. But Prince and Spider spend some time together. They get high and go get some pizza. Drea and Prince collaborate on a tattoo made me feel like why Drea and Prince not fucking again? I feel like Drea must feel like Prince is not ready for whatever their relationship can be. So she just like stop fucking with him. Cause I feel like weren't they fucking at some point and they just aren't anymore, but they're really close friends and he's there for her and she's there for him. But he sometimes seems extremely like problematic and selfish. And a lot of times, and this is just in my experience, when women are friends with men, those relationships can sometimes be manipulative in one way or another. Not all the time. But to me, I feel like you'll always be made to feel as if your friendship is not as valuable as the friendship they have with another guy, even though you will be the friend that they rely on when they need something. You're the friend that's going to buy them a new, a new needle to work with when they shit get robbed. You're the friend that's going to, you're like, for instance, I heard he was talking about opening a tattoo shop with his brother. And I'm like, you weren't thinking about opening a tattoo shop with Drea? The one you're really close with that does really great tattoos? We ain't never seen your brother but like maybe one or two times on this show and y'all was playing video games in front of a television and now you want to open up a tattoo shop with him. Not to say that you shouldn't want to do that, but I was just kind of like, it just reminded me of those examples. Even in the past, like who else was it where it was like they was doing that shit? I mean, so many of the men on these shows I feel like have had relationships with the women, friendships with the women, where the women were there for them in a real way, but the friendships with the men were always valued more. And whenever the women needed someone to come to their rescue or needed somebody to have their back, these men will play the line. They'll, oh, I don't want to get in it and all of that type of shit. Um, Facts, no accountability on any level. My ex was the same way, and narcissists hate to be called out. Another thing they hate being ignored. Ooh, Lord, block. After Sky, Donna, and Kitty, it went downhill. I be thinking they be having something going on. I think Ryan and Kat, the LA show, Kat, Charmaine. Like, why are we throwing out names? What's happening? What did I ask for y'all to just be throwing out names? I don't know. But yeah, so I just Caesar and Kit before they dated. Oh yeah, y'all just mean just the examples of the women that were being extra supportive of these niggas before these niggas played them out. Got you. But Charmaine, I feel like Charmaine would play herself. They did it to her, they did. But Charmaine would play herself because Charmaine wants so badly to be validated by them. Hell, Caesar and Kit before they dated. Yeah, I mean, shit, when you the less valued relationship. Got you. Now I see what y'all saying. I had to bring it back. Right, Black Ink Crew LA. Child, the whole Black Ink Crew LA with its misogynistic bullshit. Shit, the way the way what you call him was paying old boy child support. Duchess paying Caesar's child support. Oh Lord. Like I think a lot of people would think that one of the biggest games that men play is to try to fuck you. But now I'm realizing that one of the biggest games that niggas play that they really good at is getting women to feel sorry for them, to therefore help them. And it be financial help, it be, just caring for them. Because I think it's so funny. The relationships that I have with women do shit for each other that I feel like men only do for women when they want to fuck them. Like me and my friends will go out, pay each other bills, gifts for each other, birthdays, all of that type of shit. And it's just because we got love for each other and we want our friend to feel good. Now, the dudes, on the other hand, like they will only do stuff like that for a friend or for somebody when either it's their homeboy or it's a woman they want to fuck. But never if they have like a friend that's a woman will they go, above and beyond in that way to me. The way women will go in general for people. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you see those relationships where it's a friendship where it seems as if the man is being there for the woman, I often wonder, so why aren't y'all fucking? Because normally dudes don't, they don't do things like that for people unless they really want to fuck with them. Tati was facing federal charges and she's a druggie. I do for the child when they're in the home, but that's your bill, buddy. Okay. They emotionally latch on to us to leech off that. Yes. Okay, I hated LA so much. I just knew it was gonna be the best city. Child, we were so disappointed. When Tati wanted to open her shop and Caesar turned her idea down, child, she can't handle no shop. She had a whole Rico case. Bitch, you had a whole cocaine case at the time. You can't run no shop. Um, but anyway, y'all, moving on from there. When Drea met with her dad, um, he didn't really take any responsibility. He didn't really take any responsibility. He brought her some beautiful flowers. His energy was really like all over the place, which was kind of making me nervous. Um, but he says that the family ain't shit. The family really don't fuck with him like that in the first place. He told Anastasia that they weren't going to show up. We find out he went to jail when Drea was 3. I mean, he went to jail before, got out when she was 3. And then he says that, you know, he couldn't find her. That's why he never came looking for her. But she says her and her mom stayed in the same house for 30 years. So it couldn't have been that hard to find. And once she puts all that out there, you know, then he admits that he could have tried harder, but he still feels like he did the best he could. And I feel like I hate when people say that, because I feel like, okay, then now we need to admit that the best you could do wasn't good enough for anybody. And that you should raise your standards for yourself for what the best you can do is, because that's not good enough. Not being there at all is the best you could have done. I also feel like Drea needs to count her blessings because their family seems fucked up. And because their family seems fucked up, you don't need to be in a family like that, girl. You don't know what type of blessings the Lord blessed you with when your mama decided to keep you away from them people. Because I feel like your mama knew who them people was and kept you away from them because they ain't shit. That's how I feel. That's why nobody brought your paw up or his family until your mama died. Your mama probably said, don't bring that nigga up around my child because he ain't shit and his family ain't shit. And I don't want them hurting my baby. So please act like that nigga don't exist around me and mine. And honestly, I'm not upset at her about that, because now that it's been seen, that family probably ain't shit. Y'all know the type of people that let the uncles touch on the kids. The aunties don't say nothing. Oh, she a fast tail girl. Where you going? Why you wearing that? Oh, you gaining weight. You know, your family be hater ass people and they hate on you. And every time y'all around each other, they looking for an opportunity to try to pull you down a few, push you down a few notches to make themselves feel better. Like that's what that was sounding like to me. And I also just know how people can be and how fucked up families can be. Oh yeah, we gonna come, and then don't come. Yeah, they can't be counted on. Okay, so just go ahead and count the blessing that you didn't grow up with them people. Count the blessing, girl. You don't know how you don't know how the Lord might have been blessing you by you not fool out line with them people. Okay. Damn, that sounds like how Charmaine did Drea. Child, I don't even want to talk about Charmaine. I'm glad Charmaine decided to leave the show because she didn't need to be on the show no more. She wasn't getting better, she was getting worse. Okay, so we need her to go ahead and just be a pregnant woman and get taken care of by her husband and be on the radio and do her thing and host and do her social media thing. Charmaine is doing what she's supposed to do. Charmaine is doing exactly what she needed to do, and owning a tattoo shop is not one of those things, girl. It's not. But with that being said, that's all we had to say about Black Ink with Chicago. So let's go ahead, like up the video so we can move on. Child, you ain't never lie. Somebody said they can't stand how these men just get to disappear and then show up. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and let me tell y'all something. Y'all, if y'all don't get the Mucinex Monster off my motherfucking screen, okay? I'm not even ready to talk about Trick. But the main thing about this episode was Trick Daddy trying to sink his teeth into Bill, because he don't like the way Bill was doing for Suki, because he don't like when men take care of their women like that. So he wants to correct Bill so that Bill will realize that you don't need to be doing, you don't need to be taking care of Suki like that. You need to be being about Bill. When the truth of the matter is, Trick, if Bill had the capability to be Kill Bill the rapper and actually make that work for himself, he'd be doing it on his own, and he wouldn't be playing dress up for Suki. So that should let you know that's a kept nigga, Trick. Some of these niggas are kept niggas, and they need to be kept because they can't do for themselves. So, Bill, we're going to come back to you, sir. But if you're going to let the Mucinex monster fuck you out of your bag, then go ahead and do that, because that's what you did. From what I understand, Suki and Bill not together no more. And based on this episode, Suki, girl, you got to learn. You got to learn that these niggas ain't shit, and they really ain't shit, sis. So don't go up for them. Don't talk about mutual respect. Don't talk about real, recognize real. Don't talk about none of that shit. Because I need for you to remember, when men are misogynistic, they do not value you in the same way that they value the nigga that is shining your shoes. It reminds me of racism. Y'all know how, like, on racism, how they'll treat the white person that carries your luggage better than you because of the whiteness? Well, you need to understand that Trick Daddy and men like him will always value the man more than the woman. Period. It don't matter that all he doing is shining shoes and picking up bags. He gonna get more respect than Suki. Child, we gonna get into the I just had to get that off my chest first, because that was like the first thing that came into my mind. But we need to talk about Amari and MJ first, because we need to get their foolishness out the way. Wait, first of all, Shay had her baby. Her mama came to her senses and was there in the hospital room with her when she had her C-section, and she was scared because, it's a high-risk pregnancy. She's older. She didn't know, because of how they treat Black women in the hospitals, but the nurses saw the camera, so they were very, very nice, and we appreciated the fact that they got Shay out there healthy. We appreciate the fact that her mom saw fit to be there for her, because I'm going to just say the fact that her mom didn't, really want to be there, I was just kind of like, so what are you here for? What are you here for? I'm so sorry. Like, I'm glad that she decided to do it. But like, in my mind, I'm like, as a mother, if you're not going to help your daughter when she becomes a mother, that's a part of the job as far as I'm concerned. Like, yes, you raised them, but there is a moment where a mother has to be a mother for her daughter. And that is when her daughter is becoming a mother. So the fact that that's even up for discussion makes me feel like you still hold resentment towards Shay for some reason. I don't know why the fuck you resent your own child. Like, like she asked you to be here, but it feels like you still want to hurt her sometimes. And so you say things to hurt her. I think it's because you don't want to take accountability for the way that you've hurt her. And she reminds you of the way you've hurt her, but you're the parent. You're the parent, the mother has no emotions. Why is Shay on this show? Because somebody at VH1 likes her. Duh. Somebody loves you, baby. Oh. Somebody loves you, baby. And you know who it is. Somebody at VH1. Okay. Yes, no, her mom is cold-blooded. Absolutely. But I'm glad she still decided to be there for her, because like, that's such a scary thing. And for her mom to not get it, like, everybody's supposed to be there. Okay. Now that we are out of COVID, bitch, if you can have your whole family in that bitch while you having a baby, do it. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because the more people there, the more them fucking nurses and doctors are going to be held accountable to make sure that you're getting everything you need, especially as a Black woman. You need if you can have your mama, the man, your brothers, every bitch, your aunties, your cousins, your sister, girl, everybody you can have in there. Have as many people that's going to advocate for you and pay attention to what's going on as possible so that they make sure they care for you, because they love to let Black women fall by the wayside when they have babies. Okay? Outside of Shay being problematic and, bitchy, and clocking other women's pussy mouths, which I feel like is whack and played in 2022 for other women to be clocking other women's pussy. Oh, you a hoe, girl? Who cares? Who cares? Why does it matter? Are you gonna eat me out? Why do you care if I'm a hoe? But yeah, like outside of that, I was very happy for Shay because I know Shay went through a lot with the fibroids and all types of stuff. She's had surgeries before. She said she had to have like a mastectomy or something. But either way, like I'm happy for her. The baby's beautiful. Baby look just like her. I don't care what she say. And she's online, excited, posting. Her baby got a whole little Instagram. She's adorable. I'm happy for Shay when it comes to this baby. And I really, really pray and hope that she is not like her mother when it comes to her child. Meaning don't overdo it so you're not like her, but also don't turn out to be like her. Go get your ass some therapy so you can deal with your issues. Okay? An open mammectomy. Okay, I had one as well. I understood her anxiety. Child, I understood her anxiety too. The fuck? Just in general. Having a C-section, this your first baby, all of that. I would have been scared too. But I'm so happy that everything went well and that she, baby healthy, she's healthy, happy for her. I ain't gotta always like people all the time, but at the same time, like in real life, you want people to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if that comes across, but there are only certain people that I can't stand and I don't care. And I tell y'all who those people are. But yeah, I'm so happy for Shay. Oh, my boyfriend mother died giving birth to his brother from bleeding. Child, hurt my feelings when I hear stuff like that. Yeah, especially as a lady that's already a mother and can recognize when something is wrong. Yes. My mama came busting in the ER when I went to leave. I told her to stay come because I wasn't sure. She said I could. Child, listen, I'm gonna be where's my mama? Where's my husband? Where's my sister-in-law? Okay, listen, where are they? Get them down here, girl. Get them down here. Okay, my sister-in-law is a nurse. So get her down here, girl. Where's Tika? Okay. So, that's how I would be. Like, it would just be like, get the people down here, girl. Y'all ain't gonna have me out here like this. But anyway, child, another topic for another time. Because I don't know if I'll ever have children, but if I did, I damn sure would be like, okay, so I won't have this baby at my house. Tika, you live around the corner. Okay, you live around the corner. Okay, anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. Then Trina. Okay, let's talk about Trina. Trina, first of all, did the BET Hip Hop Awards, y'all, did that happen? Let me, because my bars are going down. Did the BET Hip Hop Awards come on last night, or did they just shoot it last night and we'll get it at a later date? Because I was seeing it online, but I think it was on TV. It was on TV. Okay, girl, when I tell y'all I don't care about award shows like that, I don't care about award shows like that. BET, I thought that was the BET Hip Hop Awards. It wasn't the regular BET Awards. Okay, yeah, it came on last night. All right, I saw the verses. I mean, not the verses, the ciphers they were doing. And when I saw Tammy, I thought it was cute. I was like, all right, Sammy, bitch, she had her pink suit on and shit. Right around Sierra in Rashida, I tapped out. I'm not coming back. I did see Trina's speech though, and that's why I brought that up, because Trina was honored last night. And when she said, thank y'all for giving me my flowers while I'm still here, I was so appreciative, because y'all know, like, I might go off on Trina in these reviews and shit. I might even go off on Trina about ignorant shit she was saying when they had that radio show. But ultimately, when I tell y'all I love me some Trina and I go up for Trina, and when I mean it, I mean like musically. Like, I bought Trina's first album with my own money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am a fan of Trina's music. You can't tell me that Trina ain't one of the best female rappers ever. You can't tell me that. Okay, as a Southern girl, bitch, you cannot tell me that, because I will fight you. So I'm so here for her getting honored. I'm so here for her getting the key to the city on this episode when she was crying and everything. Like, I really hope that Trina emotionally is in a better space than she was in previous seasons with her mom passing away and all of that. Like, I really hope that Trina is happier as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like in her heart and in her mind and shit. Like I see her career, constantly staying relevant, all of that shit. I love it. But mostly I want Trina to be happy as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like y'all can say what y'all want to say, but the Trinas and the Kims and all of the Eves, all of those women growing up, definitely I feel like reinforced the feminist in me. And I say that for lack of a better term because I know y'all don't like that, but when black women say feminist and all of that, but essentially, there was nothing more empowering than telling a nigga to eat your pussy at one point. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. But I feel like y'all can say what y'all want to say. But because I know a lot of y'all do not like the eat my pussy ass popping music that the girls make. I know y'all don't. I don't give a fuck. It is extremely empowering. And growing up, the music was empowering back then too. Like the energy of it always felt like, don't let these niggas play you. And if you're gonna be around niggas that's trying to play games, play their asses first. That's what I got from Trina and them music back in the day. Don't get played. Play these niggas. Okay? And honestly, that is the mindset you should have until you find somebody that's not playing games. But like, I feel like the girls should be city girls in their 20s. I feel like the girls should be dating and popping pussy and, stopping at the red lights, twerking on them headlights. I'm for it all. I'm for it all. Y'all didn't like Glorilla? I love Glorilla. First of all, not only do I love Glorilla for she got a deep voice. I love the fact that she got a deep voice like Kim had. I love that shit. But also I love the way all her homegirls are always in the videos and they just look like they're having fun. And I love it because I feel like the idea behind like the city girl thing is for women to be centered on themselves, to think about themselves more than they think about a nigga, more than they think about acquiring a man for whatever reason, whether it's to take care of them, whether it's for sex, whether it's for love. The city girls and the Trinas and the like all of that music meant to make us as women focus on ourselves and not focus on niggas because society tells us to focus on niggas. Okay, like y'all may not want to hear that. That's why the whole city boy thing is stupid. It's like, nigga, we live in a patriarchal society. They don't need to be city boys. Like, that just sounds dumb to me. Y'all are already out here doing whatever y'all want to do. The women are the ones that are basically living their lives centering other people in the decisions that they make. Say what the fuck you want, but men are able to make decisions in their lives based off of what they want to do. And women have to make decisions in life based off of how society feels women should live, which is why a lot of women feel like they need to get married. A lot of women feel like they need to have babies. They need to find a nigga to take care of them, or they need to be living a Carisha Diddy life, where you find some rich nigga to take care of you. Ow. You know what I'm saying? And you remain emotionally detached, okay, in some respects. But, I just kind of feel like the girls should be able to do whatever they want to do, just like the men are able to do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's how I feel, okay? So Trina is definitely one of the women growing up that instilled that vibe in me to, you know, for lack of a better term, wipe my pussy on your nigga forehead. Okay, for lack of a better term. I hope they got the point across. But shout out to Trina. Like, when it comes to this rap shit, when it comes to being empowering as a woman, when it comes to being like forever looking good, like Trina's forever looking good. Trina's the beginning of the big ass phenomenon. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gonna stop playing with my girl. Y'all are literally getting BBLs right now because Trina was whoop over that ass too fat back in the early 2000s. Okay, don't do it, bitch. Okay, in the club, thigh like what? Ain't that hoe got more booty in the bud? Okay, Trina has always been that girl. Okay, I know. I remember about the knees. Oh my god, that's why. Yeah. I love you, girl. Yeah, no, the city girls and their cohorts ain't it. Listen, I just explained why I feel the way I feel. um we can agree to disagree, but I don't feel like every woman needs to be living her life trying to be a puritanical freak in the sheets. But I don't like, y'all want too much from women. Y'all want women to be perfect and clean on the outside, and then you want them to be hoes in the bedroom, and then y'all want them to keep up all of these pretenses for y'all. And I just honestly feel like, as a woman, you should do whatever you want to do, but I think that these young women should live out their lives however they see fit, if that means not being too focused on some nigga. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. To me, the worst part is when the girls are too focused on these niggas. That's the worst part to me. Okay? But when the girls are focused on themselves and they like, fuck these niggas, and they in their 20s, they should be like that. Now, if you in your 30s and you still doing city girl shit, then we can have a different conversation about where it's coming from. But no, we can agree to disagree all day about that. We can agree to disagree all day about that. Okay? And I'm not talking about they homophobic, ignorant rants that they be have going on. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the overall, I'm gonna be about myself and not about these niggas vibe. Like, I'm here for that. As an old head, I love it. Just can't do just that music. I mean, who listens to just one type of music? You know what I'm saying? I was in this bitch listening to Thelonious Monk yesterday. It did what I need. Look, jazz can sometimes really recalibrate a bitch energy, okay? Because I was like, listen, Thelonious Monk was playing all through my house. I was cooking. Listen, okay? But no, when it's time to work out, when it's time to go out, when it's time to feel good about myself, oh, girl, once again, swipe my pussy on your nigga forehead, okay? I love it, and I don't care. So shout out to Trina, okay? Because I mean, honestly, y'all, Trina and Lil Kim, like I feel like, along with Adina Howard, they birthed all of these girls, as far as I'm concerned, including your fave. Sorry, okay. Child, I love me some Meg. Meg is like, when it comes to actual like rapping talent, like best rapper, female rapper out, like, and I'm talking about mainstream, y'all, not not our girls out here on the back end that do the real good music and shit like that, but like on the radio, there's nobody better than Megan to me. Nobody. And I don't care what you're talking about. Okay. I don't care what you're talking about. It's Megan all day for me. Okay. Now, we're not talking about people that just wield sexuality in music. Women been doing that shit. We're not talking about just that. I'm talking about the women that was telling people to suck their dick. Okay, well, you might want to bring out Millie Jackson for that one. Okay. Nah, but like the sexualization, women using sexuality to promote themselves versus it being used by men in music videos, yeah, it's definitely more about, no, I'm going to use my sexuality as I see fit, and that's fine. The issue is when somebody else is using my sexuality as they see fit and using me like I'm, some fucking puppet to be masturbated to or something like that. No. But when I want to use, when I want to twerk, when I want to pop, when I want to show my body out because I want to, then yeah, no. Like, every woman that wants to do those things is not suffering from insecurities the way y'all think. It's a lot of times you got to pay attention to other things as well, like how they live their life and all of that type of stuff. But deeper conversations for another time, girl. Okay. You have to listen to what her lyrics are. That's another thing. When you listen to Meg's, like, listen to Meg's lyrics. I love her. I love her. That Traumazine album, off the chain. I don't care what nobody say. Especially, like, I put NDA on all the time for no reason. Like, it just gets me bucked up. I don't know. I was feeling away, nigga, put on NDA. Okay. I love that women are beginning to own their own agency. Yes, because there is nothing wrong with being sexual, liking to be sexual, being beautiful, liking to be seen as being beautiful, liking having a beautiful body and for people to see it. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that. The problem comes in is when other people feel like they can control and exploit your shit against your will. There's the issue. Okay. Child. But yes, y'all, Amara is asking MJ, why are you here? Because y'all remember he showed up in a rented car to her little pop-up shop trying to get some closure. It was bullshit. The scene was bullshit to me, okay? And I'm like, well, you know, my pussy, I do my what I want to me, okay? Alan, yes, and he gave me 2 babies. I just had 2 babies. You know what I'm saying? You're over here talking to me about this. Like, I was just like, wait a minute, Amara. Stop referring to your coochie in this scene, girl. You're doing too much. Oh my God. Child, at the end of the day, MJ showed up to Amara to have a conversation, and I don't understand why. Yes, you introduced Amara to Alan, but y'all broke up. You were just using Amara anyway, and now she's with Alan's dog ass. Now I'm gonna agree with MJ. You left one fucked up nigga for another. You did. That is what you did. And do I think that Alan and Amara will ever really get married? I don't. I don't think it will happen. But if it does, I don't think it'll be a good marriage. I think it'll be a beautiful, gaudy wedding, but it'll be a terrible marriage. He's already shown you that he's not going to make the sacrifices needed to be there for you the way it's required. You're going to spend that whole marriage feeling abandoned, just like you did in your childhood. But go ahead, girl. Do what you want to do. Amara needs to go to therapy so she can stop picking trash ass men as friends and shit. Now, MJ later on has a FaceTime call with his brother and Alan, because Alan, you know, once he talked to Amara, was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to talk to him because he doing too much. So they get on the phone and he like, listen, dude, I know that you know, introduced us and all of that, but y'all were not together. We have babies. We're about to get married. That is my woman. I don't know what else we need to talk about. You're going to have to respect it. MJ said, I don't have to respect shit. And Alan was like, okay, well, I'll see you on these streets then. Okay, we can make it happen like that. And, you know, MJ was just like, well, I guess we can make it happen like that. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit for a storyline, if you ask me. I'm tired of MJ because MJ gives thirsty. MJ gives, I'm pretending to make music. MJ gives, I'm renting this car. MJ giving, I have the same 4 or 5 hat jacket combinations that I'm going to wear with the same jeans and t-shirt every time I'm on camera, which is okay. But at the same time, I want you to stop fronting like you got it like that, because you don't. I also want you to stop acting like you were going to give Amara more than Alan. The only thing you were going to give her is more of a headache because you're a little bit more needy because your mom is cold-hearted. So yeah, MJ, your energy suck. Like you're an emotional vampire. That's why Amara got tired of you. Alan, on the other hand, the exact opposite. She can't even get this nigga to come around. Y'all are the exact opposite, but it's both giving abandonment issues for Amara. Okay. But Amara and Alan are together and they're gonna be together. And she said they're getting married and they're in a good place. And I'm just kind of like, girl, you couldn't convince me to want to be with a nigga after he didn't left me for dead throughout my entire pregnancy, my high risk pregnancy. Okay. I didn't see the award show, y'all, so I don't know what happened. Anyway, but yeah, Method Man always looks good. That's what he does. Like, I literally measure all niggas in Method Man's age range by him. Like, he's the standard. I feel like if you are his age or younger, you have no reason to not look as good as him. This is what I tell Lyric all the time, because I feel like, you know, Lyric is tall and, you know, he's going to age very well. So it's just kind of like, if you don't look as good as Method Man when you Method Man's age, I don't know what you're doing with your life. He looks really good right now. I want to give it to him. The nigga look good. Okay. I was looking at some pictures of him when I was getting his little birthday reel together, and I was just like, somebody loves you, baby. I'm just saying. Partner, let me upgrade. I can do for you what Martin did for the people. Look, I'm just saying, a little bit, girl. But you know, I'm sorry when I'm talking about Method Man and my husband. I'm sorry, I was just thinking about it. He was looking real nice this weekend. Anyway, Amara is so corny and was more of a bird than I thought. She literally wasting her platform. she's not wasting it exactly because she still has her other jobs going on. So she's making money off of this platform. Like we saw her pop-up shop. We saw her pop-up shop while she was yelling in Spanish. Okay, so let's not do her that bad. Let's not do her that dirty. But listen, we're about to get into the last portion of Love and Hip Hop Miami, which is this Trick Daddy Suki situation, which was like total bullshit. I hope I can get this off in a way that explains it. So like the video. Now, let me tell y'all know that that music don't make no money. Music don't make no money. So understand why Money Making Amara is going to focus on where she can make money. The Airbnbs in the Dominican Republic, the baby clothes, whatever she's doing, she's making money. Okay. So don't forget about that now. They have pop-up shots at the park down the street from me, please. Yeah, but it's not on a reality show with a woman who has millions of followers or hundreds of thousands, whichever one. Your pop-up shop down the street might do a little yang in your neighborhood, but when you add hundreds of thousands of followers and millions of viewers of Love and Hip Hop Miami on top of that, it's giving a livable wage. It's giving a livable wage, you guys. And listen, I know a lot of y'all don't pay attention to Amara like that, so y'all don't know. But Amara has her, she had a few different avenues here. Also, let's not forget, Amara is extremely beautiful. So she probably makes a lot of money off of her Instagram alone. I'm just telling y'all, when you have this type of follower count, you have this amount of people watching you on television, you really just got to sell them a few good Fashion Nova outfits to be out here making even. So you add, why you think all of the girls do it? Because it's very profitable. Because if anything, these girls going to buy them some fucking clothes. Yeah, Mara has 2.5 million. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nah. Y'all supporting whatever that girl do. If she's selling it, y'all buying it. So she all right. Trust me. Okay. Child, it's the rest of us y'all gotta worry about. Don't worry about her. She all right. Don't sleep on the pop-up shop with no followers and good products. You can make about 500 in a couple of hours. So with her access, she can make a pretty piece of change at a pop-up shop. I'm not sure what Method Man or Todd Smith are doing, but they're aging like good vintage cognac. Yes, they are. I have not seen the good Todd in a minute. But as long as I've known Todd, he's remained very sexy, child. Okay, as long as we've known him. Anyway, y'all, let's go ahead and get into Trick Daddy and all of that. Okay. Trick Daddy has Suki on his show. Damn it, I got my pots. And he says he's seen her OnlyFans and he wanted to have her come on the show. So Trick asked more about Bill than he did Suki during the interview from what we saw. They probably edited it up, a lot. But it seemed more like the conversation was geared to Bill. I honestly feel like Trick has seen how Bill takes care of Suki and feels like as a man, he should not be in a subservient position to Suki just because he's a man and Suki's a woman. Even though Suki's a star, Suki makes the money, Bill is a nobody. So Bill should be carrying bags and shit because he's a nobody. That's why. And that's no disrespect to Bill. But what I mean is we would not know him if it were not for Suki deciding to be with him. So yeah, he should do exactly what he's doing, or he should leave her and go try to get it on his own. But what he should not do is remain with her, live off her, and then assume the identity of a nigga that's taking care of her and himself. Don't do that. Don't assume the identity of somebody that's taking care of a woman when that woman is taking care of you. And what I mean by that is when men are taking care of a woman in themselves, they're allowed to be an asshole. They're allowed to go and cheat. They're allowed to have their way. They're allowed to be dominant. They're allowed to have a woman waiting on them hand and foot. That's what trick feels is what it's supposed to be. Either you're supposed to pay for her to get somebody to help her, or she's supposed to pay somebody to help her, but you're not supposed to help her because you a man and she a woman. That's how Trick sees it. And I feel like this bothers Trick when he sees men playing this role. And I think it's because y'all don't want women to expect men to do those things for them. Y'all don't want women to expect their men to wait on them hand and foot the way y'all expect women to wait on y'all hand and foot. And y'all say that women should do these things because y'all make the money. But when women start making the money now, all of a sudden the rules are changing. And it's not about the money anymore. It's because she's a woman and you're a man. Aha. So he brings Bill on the show. Suki looked bothered. Okay. She looked like she wasn't, looking for that. But she talked about how she wanted to get some surgery done. And then she goes to get ready for her performance. But Bill is the one that helps her get ready for her performances. So she comes back to get him. And then Trick walks over to them and was like, oh, you can't be helping her get dressed and all that. You got to get her a stylist or an assistant or something like that. Man, take my phone number. Take my phone number because you can't be doing all that. I don't know how you deal with her. Go ahead and take advice from a nigga that cries every night because he fucked up his marriage with the woman he's still in love with. Go ahead. Trick is one of those niggas. Out in public, he's trying to ruin all you niggas' relationships. Meanwhile, late at night, crying into a dirty pillowcase about how Joy don't want him no more. Anyway, so Trick asked Bill what he have going on, and Trick says that, Bill says he's just trying to learn the industry. Trick went to the studio to hear Bill's music, bucked him up, said he really liked it. And then Trick says that Bill got a winner in Suki. And I was like, these are the conversations that we're talking about. The conversations that men have with younger men about how to get more out of the woman while doing less for her and disrespecting her more. Because to me, I feel like when Trick told him that he had a winner, it was like, oh yeah, you got somebody you can use. You got somebody you can ride their coattails. That's good, but you're doing too much for her. She gonna think she in control, and she may be making the money, but you gotta flip it on her so that she feels that she needs you. Trick wants to, basically he wants to teach Bill how to get the upper hand on Suki, even though Suki is the one making the money and Suki's the star. That's what their whole conversation sound like to me from jump. Okay. And when Bill said in the confessional that he tells Suki to focus because Suki got to make it so that they can make it, I was just like, right, exactly. I'm glad that you're aware that you're riding her coattails. Okay. What else? They also talk about Trick wanting Bill to stay out of trouble and not going back to jail. That's the way we make the conversation seem as if it's for a good cause, because we're talking to Bill about staying out of trouble. Bill's grown. He shouldn't need anybody to tell him to stay out of fucking jail. But okay. Bill saying that he put himself on pause to help take care of Suki. Is that what you tell people to make yourself feel good? You didn't have anything going on, nigga. Suki was already Suki. You could have stayed focusing on yourself. That's what you niggas do. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? You didn't have anything going on. Suki is the bag, nigga. Don't do that. That's why you talking about she not supporting your music, because you want the music to be a part of the storyline so that you can get some followers off of Suki's back. Like, that's what you're trying to do. Anyway, Trick says that he's going to invite him to this yacht party he's having, and he can either come by himself or he can come with Suki. And he was like, well, I'm going to come by myself. Of course you are, because you want to fit in, because you're a pick-me. Anyway, hold up, because I feel like I lost a lot of people. So let me do that, because sometimes when that happens, it's because the thing is acting funny. Let's see. So when Suki and Bill start arguing about her getting surgery, she wants to get a BBL, but she wants us to know for sure that she would never fuck with her nose or her face because she looked like her ancestors. Suki, you know I'm happy to hear that, girl, because you know when you first came out, I told you don't do nothing to that face and to leave that face alone. And we know you got some filler in your lips, and you probably get a little cheek filler. You should probably try to filler out and see how that work. But the filler really ain't doing nothing like that. So eventually her face goes back down to its regular size. I'm very glad that you decided to leave your face alone, because even though I think you're a gutter snipe, I think you have a beautiful face, and I think you should leave your face alone. And I think if you did anything to your face, you wouldn't look as good as you look. I think you would be Marie Monroe looking like you can't breathe. So thank you so much for leaving your face alone. Now, to me, it looked like you already had a BBL. So I don't know what we're talking about here. I don't know what we're talking about because it looks like you already had a BBL. Your butt looks fine. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I agree with Bill when he was saying she didn't need any more surgery. Now, Bill, I'm going to need for you to not try to like lower her self-esteem and rib her. Like, you were ribbing her. And I don't know why you would think talking bad about her would convince her not to want to do surgery to herself. Bill, it doesn't make sense. Okay? Like, Bill don't treat Suki like Queen Cleopatra either. He's playing a role on this show. Oh, I know he is. I know. The nigga, it looked like he's wearing a jacket out of Suki's closet on the confessional. He's using her. He's been using her. He's always seen her as a come up. Okay? Anyway, they most definitely look like a BBL. I was thinking butt shots, but no, she has no stomach. Exactly. I was like, girl, what are you talking about? I think that was going to be her third BBL. Yeah. Suki, I'm going to go ahead and agree with Bill and his tooth-shaped body. When she said his body was shaped like a wisdom tooth, bitch, I almost passed out. I said, girl, yes. His body is shaped like a wisdom tooth, but he is right. You do not need any more surgery. You look great. She really does. She looks great. Like, you don't need to do any more. I was looking at her body. I was like, your butt looks fine. Your stomach looks really, really flat. Your face looks really beautiful. The filler has, kind of worn down. She has some good contouring when it came to the makeup. I was like, yeah, so you just need to get in shape, sweetie. Like, you need to be working out and in shape. And the funny thing is that you think you need a BBL because you have shows coming up. She says that she feels like working out in a BBL is the same thing. I'm like, when your ass can't breathe on stage, you should know there's a difference. Like, okay, so let me explain if y'all didn't know. BBLs fix the outside of your body to an extent. When you work out, it fixes the inside as well as the outside. So you know how you have to get on stage and perform, and sometimes you're out of breath and you can't do the choreography as well. It's because you're out of shape. So if you were to work out, then you would be working on your body, and then you would also be making your stage presence better because you would be in better shape. You would be breathing better while you're rapping on stage. You would be able to do the dance moves easier, and with less hard breathing, you would be able to rap more of your songs. Like, all the ways around, when you start doing a lot of cardio, your ability to breathe is better. So once your ability to breathe is better, then you can vocalize better. As a person that sings, I know this. You don't even sing, you rap. So you know that the helping of the endurance is going to help you. So you're going to keep getting surgery to your body, and then you're going to be on stage with your ass dragging, not able to do the dance moves like some other people we know because they don't want to hurt themselves, or they don't want to give us another opportunity to see the differentiation between their leg fat and their ass fat, because that creeped us out that one time. Workout increases stamina. They don't get it, girl. They don't fix your insecurities or low self-esteem. Working out makes your body feel goofiness and out. Wait, working out is an overall amazing feeling. I understand what you mean, girl. Working out is definitely an overall amazing feeling. I tell y'all that all the time. I also feel like working out doesn't require downtime. Working out makes your ability, anything that's going to make me look better, make me feel better, and make my sex life better. Yeah, you don't get any of that. You don't get any of that with the surgery. A lot of y'all can't even have sex after the surgery because your body is kind of like, leaking and all of this type of shit. Like, oh my God. You do feel accomplished when you hit certain goals. Every time I finish a challenge, I feel accomplished every time. Also, my body can sometimes be up and down, so I don't overjudge myself. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like working out is a part of my life now so that I can be healthy and look my best, but with the body that God gave me. And as I am getting older, I realize I do not need to cut into myself to weaken my defenses, which is what surgery will do. It will weaken your body's defenses because you're cutting into it. So then your body is going to have to heal. So then your body is susceptible to all of the sicknesses that are rolling around in the air. But okay. Yeah, no, the girls are fine. The girls are fine. They're not in the hospital. The girls are fine. They're not on K. Michelle's show having to redo surgeries. No, girl, keep going. Keep going. Just wear yourself out. But yeah, y'all, that's all that happened on Love and Hip Hop Miami. We're going to move on to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Plastic surgery isn't working out, Suki. Might work out the wallet, but it ain't working. It ain't working out. And that's the reason we know Lizzo is not out of shape, because her breath control is crazy. Hello. Okay, it's real endorphins that are good for the body. Yes. I personally think that if you're going to get surgery, you must work out before and after. You must be consistent or your surgery will be a waste of money. They don't understand that either. BBLs create skinny people with diabetes and high blood pressure. Are they really skinny? Is the question. Because I told y'all on my Love and Marriage Huntsville review, my members, y'all saw it, but did anybody else notice the BBL body on Melnika? Did anybody else notice it? And this is what I see in regular life. So like in regular everyday life, I see y'all that are fat from here to here. Then no belly fat at all, very flat here. And then you have a big old ass sticking out, and then you have legs that don't match the ass. So your legs kind of look a little weak. If that's skinny, y'all can have. I feel like I don't want to be small in the stomach and then big in the back. That's how I feel. So I would just rather lose it all and then build the muscle up to get the legs and the butt looking all nice and everything. That's how I like it personally. But if y'all want to be out here, with the top big and in the middle skinny and then the butt big and the legs skinny, girl, if you want to be all those different weights at one time, do you, girl? Do you? But I just know the ones that live around my way, y'all better be careful. Y'all better be careful. Okay? Be careful. Be careful. All right. So y'all go ahead and like the video. We're about to move on to Love and Hip Hop New York. Child, I meant Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but it might as well be Love and Hip Hop New York. All the fucking people from New York on this show. Anyway, did y'all like the video? Different weights. I mean, they are. Come, tell me I'm lying. How many times y'all see them girls walking around with big ass arms and shoulders and back? No belly fat whatsoever. Like that shit makes sense. I know a girdle when I see one. That's not a girdle. It's not a girdle. I did notice Melnika's size change. So you think it was a recent development? Yeah, they feel like a BBL is a status symbol, girl. I just feel like the natural muscle tone of my body because I work out is my flex. But y'all have a good day. I hate to be like that, but I just really feel like the benefits of working out is just so much better. Like, I just really feel like that. And I'm sorry, y'all are not going to convince me otherwise. All of these conversations about, just do what makes you feel good. Girl, all right. Okay. Because y'all talk that shit and then y'all ass don't be feeling good after. Okay. But y'all don't want to tell nobody because then everybody be like, girl, we told y'all not to do that. Child, not toothpicks on meatballs. I cannot stand y'all. Meta was trying to stop that marriage. She wanted to be the next Mrs. Robinson. Girl, I don't think she wanted to be the next Mrs. Robinson. I thought she just didn't want nobody to be the next Mrs. Robinson because as long as he wasn't married, she was just like everybody else. But once he got married, now let me tell y'all, don't talk about my girl. Don't talk about Judy like that. Judy body is real. It's not. It is. Her ass is real, but she got a BBL. That's how I feel. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I made 20 million views yesterday overall. Okay, over here on YouTube. That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot of views for, little old me, 20 million. That's nice. Over, the course of my 10 years here making money on YouTube, Right, just the body real, the stomach ain't. Right, But yeah, that's what we mean, like big old arms, little bitty stomach. Yeah, her ass is real though. That's all I mean. Thank you. Judy had a tummy tuck to snatch her waist too. Okay, yeah, but see, that's what I was saying. I don't think she had a BBL because her ass was always like that. But anyway, the girls be thick. Kendra made herself look so holy. Girl, we about to get into it. Let's get into it. So Rashida, Kirk, Charlene, and Harold go out to eat. Okay, we got to talk about Rashida and Kirk and them first. I thought it was hilarious the way that Rashida's daddy basically was like, how you going to be mad at me when you went and married a nigga just like me? How you mad at me? He bad too. Why you not mad at him? Like the daddy was like, Kirk ain't shit. Kirk don't do nothing. All Kirk do is ride your coattails. Why you mad at me? And I feel like Harold, that's deflection. Harold, that is absolute deflection, sir. I want you to realize the reason why Rashida is with Kirk is because she had you for a daddy. That is why. Okay? She had you for a daddy, sir. That's the reason why. If you were not her father, maybe she would have made a better decision with, whoever she decided to be in a relationship with. But here we are, all these years later, and Rashida is on national television yet again, making excuses for Kirk and saying that, how much he's done and all of this. I was just kind of like, Rashida, can you please just sit there and eat your food and let Kirk defend himself? I really don't want you to defend Kirk about all the great things that Kirk has done. Because remember, we've been on reality TV for all of this time. So even though, yes, Rashida, you're right. Your dad is deflecting. He just doesn't want to be held accountable for how he has not been there for you. Yes. But I also feel like the fact that you don't want to draw the relation to your relationship with Kirk being a result of your daddy issues with your daddy. And it also makes me, I also feel like the daddy got some mental issues, which we've already talked about. I'm not going to rib the daddy about that yellow vest because that might make that man feel safe. Okay, y'all know how the dogs be needing to wear clothes and shit that make them feel warm and safe when it's storming outside. Yeah. That's what it felt like to me. When he called Kirk unemployed, child, he was going in on Kirk, all for him to turn around and do the exact same thing by asking to come and live with them. But honestly, if he could live on the property, that would be better than him being somewhere else, causing ruckus somewhere else. Yeah, build him a nice little cabin on the property where he got everything he need. Make sure y'all have the right people to come and check in on him. Make sure he's taking his meds and all of that type of shit. Get him a little nurse to come in there every now and again. And, don't give him like some old used truck. That way, if he fuck it up, y'all ain't lost out on no money. But no, because Rashida and Kirk are in such a good space and they have all of that land, I honestly felt like not emotional support vest, bitch, I'm dead. But I honestly felt like, I wasn't mad at them for deciding that, they would let him come and live there. But it absolutely, to me, felt like once Harold saw that land, he realized it was in his best interest to apologize to Rashida finally and admit that he was being an asshole so that he can come and live on her land and be taken care of now that he spent all these years not taking care of her. That's what I think. That's what I think. I think that that man only decided to do what was right by his daughter when he saw there was something to be gained from it. Something for real. But I also feel like the daddy ain't all right in the head. And if you love him, if you care about him on any level, and you got the space for him to be near you where you can, check in and make sure he good. Because y'all know how old people are. Like, if I had a huge plot of land like that, I'm gonna tell you right now, all these old motherfuckers, like, I don't want y'all popping up at my house every day. But if I had enough land for y'all to, it ain't comfortable for y'all to walk to my house, but we all on the same large plot of land. Oh yeah. I would absolutely have it to where, everybody, his people and my mother would be comfortable and in spaces that would be, comfortable for them, because that would just make me, that would make me feel better, because you still love them even though they ain't shit. You could tell Rashida still love her daddy even though her daddy ain't shit. And when they have mental issues like that, they be, they cause ruckus out in the world. They can't pay their bills. They forget. They don't take their medication. So him being nearby, y'all make sure y'all got somebody to check on him. Sounds like a good plan to me. Now, are we going to talk about the fact that Kai was talking about taking his grandfather to the strip club? I said, Kai, you still trying to convince us you're not gay? Boy, I'll be right back. Stop it. Child. Especially when he said you want to go look at some booty. I was like, booty? Listen, I know the girls are shaking ass. I know the girls are shaking ass. And I know that they're shaking their booties. But by God, I can't get out of my head. Oh my God, that obscene picture that you posted of your booty. Young man. So yeah, I'm sorry. But I was feeling like that was an opportunity for Kai to change the narrative and make us think that he is not gay, he is straight. And that's fine. Child, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna leave him alone. He grown. He can take it. He'll be all right. He look just like that damn daddy, though. He look just like Harold. Boy, he look just like your granddaddy, boy. Maybe he like, oh, maybe. You know what? You're right. It probably is both. I'm sure it is both. Now I'm not gay. I'm delivered. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Listen, I just thought that was weird because it's like, who want to go to the strip club with their grandpa? And so it just kind of felt like a moment for him to like assert that he was straight, like, or that he's into women. Like, I feel like that was a moment to insert that there, because it was just kind of like, we talking about your grandfather come and stay here, and you talking about going look at ass. Seemed like a plot, okay? Seemed like a plot, okay? But if the boy is bisexual, then great, fantastic, okay? Like, it's not a bad thing. Y'all know I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm not one of them people that feel like, I'm shading you if I call you gay, girl. Can't shade nobody with them being gay. Nah, if you trying to convince us of something else, I'm gonna point it out. I'm bisexual. Why y'all saying that man greedy? Listen, I guess y'all call me what you want to, okay? Bitch, if you want to call me cheat, if you want to call me, if you want to call us bisexual people greedy, don't play us for cheat now. Fine, okay? Kai trying to give Grandpappy On so glory. He said I be look, y'all don't want that man in there with people touching him. He might flip out. No, in the strip club with the thunder vest. No, not the thunder vest. What time? What a time they would have. Grandpa, grandson, and stripper. Oh my god. That episode of Miss Pat show when the son was a stripper in Tammy. Yes, I remember that. That shit was so... I love Miss Pat. I remember that. Rashida also gives off lesbian vibes. So the BAM is back in the studio. I hate when y'all do this to me because y'all know I think Rashida been gay since back in the day. Y'all know that. Y'all know I did. And then the fact that she friends with Candy. Candy just the only one that was like single long enough to be able to be real about who she is. But people that's been married since they was 18, 19 years old, them people, girl, they can't admit that to us. But I'm gonna tell you something right now, Rashida. You trying to do something on this reality show, bitch? You trying to do something on this reality show, bitch? Please don't get caught cheating on Kirk with a bitch. Oh my God. If that would happen, clip it. I'm putting it out there into the atmosphere. Please, somebody produce a scenario on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta where Rashida cheats on Kirk with a woman. And then I want the bitch to not be sorry about it. I want her to be like, I thought that was our agreement. And then break out all of the women that she knew about that she ain't never said shit about. What about all of these? Oh my, next storyline. I think she already did. No, I wanted to come out on the show. I'm gonna tell y'all. I do not want to see, no, okay. Because Candy had posted. I'm gonna stop, y'all. I'm gonna leave everybody filing for divorce. I'm gonna leave it alone, y'all. But Candy posted something, and I was just kind of like, Candy, you talking to me? Don't be talking to me, Candy. Don't be talking to me, Candy. Okay. But yeah, no, girl, I'll be an excellent producer on these reality shows because I know how this shit go and I know what people want to see. So I feel, and I know what I would be surprised by in this day and age. And if it would surprise me, if I would be entertained, bitch, then everybody would be entertained. Because y'all be boring me with half of the shit y'all be excited about. Put it on a make I wanna marry me. Oh, Janae, thank you for becoming a member, love. Thank you. Now we making binding messy. We think it's not cheating because it's a woman, right? No, y'all, I'm playing. I really listen. I'm bucking myself up because y'all know I'm still like excited about the fact that I be flirting with Candy and shit. So I had told Candy that a look that she did in that little bedroom scene, not the bedroom one. She did that one, but she did another one where she was showing you a whole bunch of different looks. And the last look was one with a red wig. And I was like, thank you for that last one because yeah, that's hot. And then I saw her repost it, like her in that look by itself on her timeline later on. And I was like, all right, I can't, don't be sending me messages, bitch, because I'll get real heavy in your DMs. I'm already in there. I'm already in your DMs. Don't make me get heavy in your DMs now. Okay. But yes. I was like, oh, so, look, I commented. I was like, so it wasn't just me that said something about it? Oh, all right, then. I ain't gonna feel no type of way. Like, somebody else said something about the red wig. Who else said something? Candy got like 10 million followers. Bitch, everybody said something. Why you think you special? Y'all, I'm bullshit, okay? Y'all gonna leave me alone. But anyway, like the video so we can move on. First of all, don't let Lyric hear that. First of all, that nigga be reading my DMs like, oh, good job, babe. He's already in my DMs. Okay. Listen. Okay, also I sent Lyric the link for this video because he called me, so I wanted him to know what I was doing. But yeah. Oh yeah, y'all like the pink one? I'm gonna have to go and look at the pink one because she had like the black one with the red wig on, the black look with the red wig on. That was it for me. Next storyline, right? Entertain you too. I am not no storyline. Stop it. Lyric is very much a team player. Okay, like Lyric know who he married. Anyway, listen. Okay, look. Anyway, Bambi back in the studio. Bambi back in the studio. Listen. Y'all brought it up. It wasn't me. Okay, listen. It was not me. Okay, it was y'all. All right. Just know in real life, Candy, I swear I would never say anything. Just putting that out there. Like I do know how to keep shit to myself. And I don't have enough money to get sued. So yeah, you could absolutely send the NDA to me. I won't say anything. Okay. If you won't tell, I won't tell. And that's just how we gotta keep it. All right, I'm done. Did anybody see ya? All right. A message to my people. And I wanna do everything I like. All right. I'm gonna sing with you and your girlfriend. Okay, child. Not y'all in the comments telling us what to do. Please stop. I cannot with y'all. I am just joking. Okay. I'm just joking. Okay. Anyway. Bambi in the studio. Bambi been rapping, y'all. Bambi been rapping. Bambi been wanting to rap. Like, that's old news. I'm mad y'all didn't know about that. But she been wanting to rap. Scrappy is at the studio, so-called supporting her. But to me, I feel like it's fake. I feel like it's fake. I feel like the whole Mama D, Scrappy, Bambi thing is fake. I feel like Scrappy doesn't have anything going on. Bambi needs her music supported. Mama D is crazy as always. But I'm not gonna lie. Mama D standing outside the house with the bullhorn talking about bring the children out. Bro, I was fucking dead. I was dead. Bring out the children. Bring them out. Okay? I was dead. I be forgetting how much I need Mama D in my life. Okay? Ow. Yes. Okay. In that order. In that order. Fucking Young Jock. Young Jock, why you had to say that? Yeah. That made me think about the way she says that at the beginning of that song. First I get my edges in that order. In that order. And bitch don't get motherfucking wedges in that order. 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 Oh, smell good, bitch. Look good, bitch. I feel like $1,000,000. Order me some wings and some fries. And bitch, don't forget my in that order. Everybody knows that Jock produced the song. We was there, okay? That's why I was mad at him for bringing it up. Like, nigga, shut up. Okay. I remember when they came out with that song, I was like, God damn you, Jock, you so talented. I can't stand you old problematic people that I have to give compliments to. Because that shit is still a bop in this house. When I tell you, Alexa will get told to play Mama D around. Alexa gets told to play Mama D around here. Okay. Like, I'm going to just go ahead and keep it a buck with y'all. Anyway. So y'all know that Mama D was online basically showing off how she was there for Shay during Shay's pregnancy, Shay's baby shower. Bambi fell away because, first of all, you messy. Talking about I was going to leave and take all the Scrappy money. Scrappy ain't got no money. He got money, but he ain't got money like that. Okay? And she probably feel like when I got with the nigga, he didn't have money. Now that he have money, I didn't help the nigga get on. I didn't help him get himself back together. I didn't nurture the nigga back to wealth. And now you won't tell me that I'm trying to take something from him when at the end of the day, he didn't have shit until I shimmered into his life. Okay? I'm not going to say he didn't have shit, but we can all like keep it a buck and say that young Merlot was spiraling before him and the Bam got together. Now they can just have their beautiful, tumultuous relationship where they fucking fight and have children and, you know, build wealth together, hopefully. You know, that's our hope for them. But they definitely on that, that fighting and fucking tip. You know what I'm saying? Because all they do is argue. So that means that he wearing that ass out. Like, that's what that means to me. In my mind, them arguing on camera all the time gives we're arguing for the show's sake. And also we're arguing because we have personalities that butt heads unless both of us are high. And a lot of times Bambi can be out here high like young Merlot. So yeah, until she shimmered into his life. Okay, he wasn't shit until Bambi shimmered into his life. Okay. Yeah, make up to break up. That's all we do. Yeah, cause you love me. Then you hate me. It's a game for some fools, but that's what they do. So, Mama D, girl, you know you was being messy. I'm not about to argue with you about that. Scrappy, why are you arguing with the Bam? Also, why are you going to Young Jock for advice? Young Jock don't have no advice for you. He over there trying to figure out what's going on with his baby mama and Mita and Kendra. And that's 3 different women. That's 3 different women we talking about right now. You can't get no advice from no fucking Young Jock. Okay? Please stop. Unless it's some advice on some music. It's some advice on some music? Is it advice on how to get Bambi pregnant for the 4th time? Okay, then. Okay, then. You don't need no advice. Scrappy went over there to ask Young Jock about what was going on because he's tired of hearing everything through his wife. Okay, Bambi was like, he got a baby and he was fucking Mita. And Jock was like, Scrappy was like, I was like, why do she keep saying that? I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? We know that Jock is a whore. Why are y'all acting like nobody knows that Jock is a whore? How are you surprised when Jock is being a whore? How are you surprised? The man that has what, 9 to 11 children? We don't know. Somewhere up and through there. Somewhere up and through 9, 10, 11. Somewhere up and through there. Okay. He has all those children. He sleeps around. He cheats. He's impulsive. We've seen all of his several relationships on this show, whether they were real or fake. He was overlapping with all of them. We also feel he fucked all of them. So I'm just sitting here clutching my pearls at Scrappy saying that he just didn't understand and believe that Jock got somebody pregnant and that he was cheating with Mita. He just couldn't believe it. I was just like, Scrappy, if the man has admitted, please stop. And this is what I want men to, like, men, and I get so tired because sometimes, like, I know my husband sometimes he just be quiet because he like, I can't bullshit her, so let me just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas say things all the time, and I'm like, who are you talking to? And when I say who are you talking to, do you think you're talking to somebody that's more stupid than you? And I say that because they say shit, and it's like, He cheat all the time. Why are you surprised? Why are you faking the funk like you don't know this? And this is what I mean, you have conversations with men sometimes and they really do shit like this. And you just be like, nigga, we see each other. What are you talking about? Is it just me? Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let it go. But Jock, Kendra, Mita, and Spice all meet up because that's where this is going, right? Jock tries to deny meeting up with Mita in 2019. He said he met with her, but that doesn't mean they had sex. He was going to deny. He showed up, but he was going to deny. Kendra says, so if it wasn't sexual, excuse me, what was it? Pineapple, y'all. Mita brings out the paperwork out of titties. And y'all know on Love and Hip Hop, whenever somebody pulls something up out their titties, it's about to be a smackdown. She got text messages. She took pictures of her holding the phone. She didn't bring the phone, but she took pictures of her holding the phone. And that still wasn't enough evidence for Jock. He was like, that shit could be Photoshop. And I'm like, Kendra, you know how Jock will say something can be a lie and something can't be proven, even if he knows it's true. You've seen him do that when it came to this Mita situation and when it came to the baby situation. He was like, those was rumors. And you was like, but nigga, one of those things is not a rumor. You had to say that. So you know how he will keep a lie alive as long as he can. So the Photoshop response was bullshit to me and made me feel like, I don't know why Kendra mushed him, almost punched the shit out of him, walked away, then tried to push him to come back. Also, she can then question Mita like she didn't believe her. Bitch, you just put hands on your man in front of everybody. You absolutely believed what Mita said. And now you coming back questioning her. And now Mita want to fight. Because Mita like, bitch, I don't even know what else you want me to say. You came here for the other dots. I gave you the other dots. And you mad because I didn't bring the phone? I can't believe she got an Android. I want everybody to go to hell. Because see, this Android right here takes better pictures at night than a fucking Apple. And I got a 12 Pro Max? 12 Pro Max? Can your iPhone take microscopic fucking pictures of the moon, bitch? Let me know. Can your phone do that? Can your phone do that? Let me see. Hold up. Where's the other one? Yes. Can your phone do that? Okay. Now, I have an Apple as well for work because it's good for work. It is. It's very good for work. But when it comes to taking pictures, when it comes to being able to stand far away from my phone and put my hand up, and then it clocks it and takes a picture of me from me standing across the room, so I don't have to have either a 3 or a 10-second timer, which one is too short and one is way too fucking long. So because I have both phones, I know which phones are good for what. Okay? Those Android pics do be blurry though. No, they don't. But what y'all don't seem to understand is that the communication between Android and iPhone are bad. So when I get pictures from an iPhone on my Android, it looks bad, and vice versa. That's why we usually send pictures through Instagram. That's how you can see what your pictures really do, is if you send them through Instagram DMs instead of sending them through the messengers on the phones, because it's just the way the phones don't communicate well with each other, and they do it on purpose. They talking about that old school Android Bondy. Don't pay them no money. Okay, now I agree. They have bomb cameras. I mean, listen. Let's call a thing a thing. Until Apple gets a front-facing mechanism the way I can put my hand up and it takes a picture, and I ain't got to do all the extra shit, we can have another conversation. But I have both phones, so I know what I'm talking about. A lot of y'all Apple users don't have both phones, so I want to hear what y'all gotta say. Okay, but anyway, you can't FaceTime to Apple and Android. You can now. You can now. They created what's the shit called now? Duo, I believe. Duo works both ways. Cell phone judging in 2022. They always do it. It's always Android hate. It's always Android hate. When she said, "Show me your phone," I was like, "What?" The zoom in on Samsung cameras unmatched. I mean, that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel, girl. I'm an Apple user, but nothing beats Android pics. You know what I'm saying? And as a photographer, you get a phone for another reason. I feel iPhone shame. Well, guess what? If I hadn't felt Android shamed, we wouldn't have went there. Don't start some shit y'all can't finish. That's all I'm gonna say. My other one is downstairs though, and I do love both of my phones because the battery life on my iPhone is way better than a battery life on my Samsung. So I'll give y'all that. That battery life on that iPhone Pro 12 Max, it charges faster and it stays the battery stays up for longer. So I will give y'all that. Apple is really good when it comes to the battery. But the camera, child, not y'all getting serious. But anyway, y'all, back to Kendra and Jock. She was asking her for the phone, and I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, Jock is a cheater. You don't need any extra evidence, bitch. You know that he probably wanted to eat her out. Hello. Makes no sense. No, I have not done any reviews for Reasonable Doubt. I said I was gonna wait until the show gets a few more episodes because I've only seen 2 so far. So once we get to maybe episode 5, I'll do like a cumulative. Or if new episodes come on tonight, I think. If anything cute happens tonight, I might do a short or do like the little short videos that I've been doing on here about things. Have y'all seen that? I've been doing like those little short videos. Have y'all seen that? Anyway, y'all, but yeah, I feel like Kendra played herself because you got obviously upset in front of this woman and then came back and questioned her. It was just stupid to me. It was stupid. And Spice apologizing to Jock. Why is anybody apologizing to Jock because the truth of his bullshit came out? Get the fuck out of here. Apologizing to Jock because he a hoe. What? There's 3. Oh, so they put another one up? Okay. I saw the first 2. She showed her screenshots. That's all the proof she needed. For real. I've been liking the shorts. Okay, good. Hopefully by the beginning of next year, we'll actually start to get some real revenue off those. So I'm just trying to, keep doing them and keep up with them. I don't know why every woman who deals with Jock acts like they didn't know they were swimming in community peen. And why are the women mad at each other and not Jock? Because they're stupid. Okay? They're stupid. The shorts are funny. Oh, I'm glad you guys enjoy those. I'm going to keep doing those. Kendra is delusional ATP. Yes. I'm glad y'all have been loving the shorts. Thank you. Kendra even said that Jock's number. So why is she having I don't know. And then it wasn't like it was just a printout of text. It wasn't. You could see Mita's nail holding the phone. So that's how you know that it wasn't Photoshop because Mita was holding the phone. She was taking pictures like of another phone. Like, no, it's not just a printout of the text that you could Photoshop. It was the phone with the, with her finger on it and everything. And she just didn't bring the other phone. Kendra even said, girl, it confirms all that I thought about Kendra from the beginning. She wanted to be on TV. I figured that from jump. She's a lawyer. Ain't no way she needed all that. Girl, I'm about to say, you really needed all of that evidence, girl. Circumstantial would have got this nigga locked up. Girl, just pick your face up and head to the house. I don't know why she needed to find out the truth of the matter. And I honestly feel like if Jock want to be mad at somebody, be mad at Kendra. because Kendra is the one that's like deciding to delve even deeper into the situation. Like for what? Why? You're not gonna leave him. So what difference does it make? All you're gonna do is act the fool. You're gonna see the evidence and you're gonna act like it's not real evidence. You know how Tisha did when we saw Marceau's back in that hotel room. We're gonna bring you the evidence and you're gonna act like it's not real evidence. All right, girl. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all. Okay, this is the longest live of today. I already did Married to Medicine and Life After Lockup, so make sure you check those out. And I think I'm gonna chill for the rest of the day, and I'll come back to y'all tomorrow for a BondyBlue show, so we can do House of Vicious. And I might do Reasonable Doubt in that episode, in that one, like because y'all know I like to do like the first topics. I like to do like the little TV shows that don't require as much. But we're gonna talk about a lot of things tomorrow. I've been putting up a lot of shorts, talking about Diddy, talking about, all of the girls fighting and all of this stuff. So I'm gonna keep doing my little shorts when I see stuff. And we'll do a long live tomorrow. And then Friday, I'm gonna give y'all Love and Basketball now that we're grown. So y'all should be looking for me for the rest of the week. And Ooh Ladies First panel is tomorrow on Nisi's channel. I've already posted on the community page our schedule for the rest of this month. So make sure y'all check that out. We do 3 shows a month, okay, on each of our channels. So yes, I did see that so-called sex tape. I did. It was very sad. And then I saw him fucking his baby mama right after, and then some other random girl right after. All right after one another posted them in the bed with this man. I said, damn, this nigga, get around. Are you or OFP doing a co-star app tutorial? We're not doing the tutorial, but we do be on there. Do you watch Interview with the Vampire? I did see the first episode. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. So, yeah. Maybe I'll do a little short with that when I watch the next episode. I think it comes on Sundays, right? Check out Inmate to Roommate on A&E. Okay, I'll check that out as well. All right then, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Thank y'all again for adding to my 20 million views over my years here on YouTube. I know it's not a lot for some people, but for me, it sounds pretty cool. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and y'all will be seeing me Thursday and Friday. So talk to y'all.